students, today we're talking about inverted power chords. Let's dissect what a normal power chord looks like. We have a root note, a fifth, and then if you want, another root on top. So let's look at all the different intervals that are happening here. That's a perfect fifth. Between the second and third note, that's a perfect fourth. And then between the bottom and the top note, you have an octave. Sometimes people leave the octave out, and that's okay. You can just have the root in the fifth. And it sounds pretty awesome that way. What if we left the root out and just had the fifth and that upper octave? So it would be a perfect fourth. That kind of works too, as long as your bass player is handling the low note, that root note. I was never able to get the hang of extended range guitars, 8-string guitars, 7-string guitars, and so forth. I've always stuck with my 6 strings. I do like tuning down and alternate tunings and that kind of stuff, but I don't like carrying extra guitars to gigs. Using these so-called inverted power chords is a way to get around having to carry around all those guitars. You can take that perfect fourth interval and play it on your lowest 2 strings. And as long as your bass player is handling that lower note, it should be okay, both live and in the studio. Your bass player is gonna have a 5-string bass or that low B string. I've seen other guitar players do this, and usually what they do is they end up taking a power chord on the A and D string and barring their index finger over to give it a little more beef, a little more low end. What I like to do is turn it into a major triad. That means taking this note and moving it down here. And I feel like it just kind of adds to the beefiness of it. That's my solution to not having to carry around multiple guitars. Just remember, your bass player has to be in on this, and they have to be taking care of the low end. That's their job. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this quick little lesson today. Please go forth, have fun, practice, and I'll see you in the next one.